wonderful ceremony of marriage. Alison and Jon are so thrilled to have you all here on this beautiful mountain to celebrate with them. Before we begin, as I mentioned earlier, please turn off all electronic equipment. No picture taking. We'd like to all be here and now in this moment. Thank you very much. There'll be plenty of time to take photos at the reception. I'd like to open this ceremony with the Cherokee blessing. Powers of nature, we honor you. Protect these ones we love. We honor Mother Earth and ask that their marriage be abundant and fruitful, growing through the seasons. We honor wind and ask that they be lifted up to soar through life, safe and calm as if they're in their mother's arms. We honor fire and ask that this union be warm and glowing with love in their hearts. We honor water to cleanse and soothe this union, that it may never thirst for love. We honor all that is under the great sky as they pledge their hearts and lives. Of all the powers of nature and the universe, we ask for harmony and happiness as they grow forever together. Now, some of you may know, on their first date, Jon brought Alison a plastic dinosaur. This dinosaur named T-Rex has become a very, Mr. Stomps has become a very important icon in their relationship. Mr. Stomps is making a wedding appearance as one of the cake poppers. The maid of honor will now read a lovely love story by Edward Montkin.
A lovely love story. The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy in there. It was, after all, his cage. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts. I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he is also tender, and he is funny. He is also quite clever, though I will not tell him this for now. I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful, and she is different, and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur. But he can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. He is also overly fond of things. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of things? But her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. She is also uncommonly keen on shopping. Are all lovely other dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on shopping? I will forgive his peculiarity and his concern for things, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes him a richly charactered individual. I will forgive her skipping mind and her fondness for shopping, thought the dinosaur, for she fills our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I am not unkeen on shopping either. Now, the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill, telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the suns on their backs. And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together, for the sun is warm and the world is a beautiful place. Well done.
Now in this beautiful place, these two will tell each other before everyone they love what they mean to one another and what they promise as they move forward in their lives together. The best man will now read an excerpt from The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
"Who are you?" asked the little prince, and added, "You're very pretty to look at." "I am a fox," the fox said. "Come and play with me," proposed the little prince. "I am so unhappy." "I cannot play with you," the fox said. "I am not tame." "Ah, please excuse me," said the little prince. But after some thought, he added, "What does that mean, tame?" "It is an act too often neglected," said the fox. "It means to establish ties." To me, you are still nothing more than a little boy who is just like 100,000 other little boys. And I have no need of you. And you, on your part, have no need of me. To you, I am nothing more than a fox, like 100,000 other foxes. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. To me, you will be unique in all the world. To you, I shall be unique in all the world. If you tame me, it will be as if the sun came to shine on my life. I shall know the sound of a step that will be different from all the others. Other steps send me hurrying back underneath the ground. Yours will call me, like music, out of my burrow.
Your vows represent the establishing of ties. The promises you make to each other will make you stand out from all the others. Each of you unique in each other's eyes. The couple will now read their vows.
I've always heard that loves find you when you least expect it. All of my life, I believed that was true. And I stumbled across it a few times, and I lost it a few times. And it came to a point where I wasn't sure of true love. But then I met you, Allison. And I didn't expect anything. And I wasn't looking for anything. But part of me knew I had found something special. I knew that I first found it when we were waiting in that line at Not Scary Farm. And I was scared, but I was ecstatic. And I knew at that moment that you would always be at my side. In a way, that ride is a metaphor for our lives. We wait for something exciting to happen, the long ride of anticipation of, not knowing what's ahead of us, and then the sudden drop down. And in the end, it's always an amazing ride. And that's what I want our lives to be together. There will always be times of anticipation, big scary falls, taking risks, trying something new. But these will always be the best times, because I'll have you next to me. And life is a roller coaster on its own, but it's always so much more fun when you get to experience it with someone else. And I can't imagine any other person that I would want to be on this roller coaster with. So I vow today that even when life gets tough, even when it's easy, the only thing that matters is that we have each other. And our love is so strong. And I know that we will always support each other, and I know that we will spend the rest of our lives being happy because we have each other. Because in this crazy roller coaster of life, you are the one that I want to be on that ride next to me. I love you, Allison. And I am so thrilled to spend the rest of my life with you.
I found you. After all the years of genuinely believing that love was not for me, I found you and you made me a believer. I can't promise you a forever or that everything will be okay. I don't know what's going to happen in our lives together. I can't predict what we are going to have to face or what those things will do to us as people or as a couple. I've never believed in very much, but I believe in us. After 3 years together, we still haven't had a real fight. So from here, from where I'm standing, I believe in who we are together. So I promise I will love you, even when I don't like you. I promise to be on your team and have your back, even when I don't agree with you. I promise to laugh with you and be joyful. I promise to do my part in making our lives exceptional. I promise to remember that I chose you, even in the most challenging times, because you are the only man in my world, the only man for me, the other side of myself. I promise to choose you every day,
I promise to listen carefully, to be gentle, to consider you. I promise to be wild and live a wonderful, crazy life with you. And no matter what happens, I promise I will love you. I like you and I know why.
I like you because you're a good person to like.
I like you because when I tell you something special, you know it's special and you remember it a long, long time.
You say, remember when you told me something special?
And both of us remember.
When I think something is important, you think it's important too.
We have good ideas.
When I say something funny, you laugh.
I think I'm funny, and you think I'm funny too. I like you because you know where I'm ticklish.
And you don't tickle me there, except just a tiny little bit sometimes.
But if you do, then I know where to tickle you too.
You know how to be silly. That's why I like you.
Boy, are you ever silly.
I never met anybody sillier than me till I met you.
I like you because you know when it's time to stop being silly.
Maybe the day after tomorrow, maybe never.
Too late, it's a quarter past silly.
Sometimes we don't say a word.
We snorkel under fences and we spy secret places.
If I'm a goofus on the roofus hollering my head off, you are one too.
If I pretend I'm drowning, you pretend you're saving me.
If I'm getting ready to pop a paper bag, you're getting ready to jump. Hooray!
That's because you really like me.
You really like me, don't you?
And I like you back.
And you like me back, and I like you back.
And that's the way we keep on going every day.
And I like you because when I'm feeling sad, you don't always cheer me up right away.
Sometimes it's better to be sad.
I like you because I think I'm going to throw up.
Then you are really sorry.
You don't just pretend you are busy looking at the birdies and all that.
You say maybe it was something you ate.
You say the same thing happened to me once.
And the same thing did.
Sometimes we have good luck, and sometimes we don't.
If I break my arm and if you break your arm,
Then it's fun to have a broken arm.
I tell you about mine, you tell me about yours, and we are both very sorry.
I like you because I don't know why, but everything that happens is nicer with you.
I can't remember when I didn't like you.
It must have been lonesome then.
I like you because.
I forget why I like you. I do.
So many reasons.
On the 4th of July, I like you because it's the 4th of July.
On the 5th of July, I like you too.
If you and I had some drums and some horns and some
If
horses,
we had some hats and some flags and some fire engines,
it could be a holiday.
it could be a celebration.
It could be a whole parade.
See what I mean?
Even if it was the 999th of July, even if it was August,
Even if it was way down at the bottom of November,
I would go on choosing you
and you would go on choosing me.
over and over again.
That's how it would happen every time.
Now I don't know why.
I guess I don't know why I like you. Why do I like you?
I guess it's just because I like you.
Now, as we begin the ceremony of the rings, I'd like to offer some quotes by Neil deGrasse Tyson, Carl Sagan, and Bill Nye. There are questions that trouble us all from the time we are first able to think. Where do we come from? Who are we? What does it all mean? Questions are deep within us. We find that we live on an insignificant planet, lost in a galaxy tucked in some forgotten corner of the universe. And for small creatures such as we are, vastness is only bearable through love. We make our world significant by the courage of our questions and the depth of our answers. The answer is love. The precious metal in these rings came from the ground as rough ore. It is heated and purified, shaped and polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there's once nothing at all. We are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood were made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are, you and I, one of the ways that the universe knows itself. We are the stars, cosmically connected. With these rings, We celebrate the power of that connection and the decision you both made, here and now, to make the love you have for each other your comfort in the vastness, your answers to these questions. Do you, John, take Alison to be your wedded wife, to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and in weakness, in success and in disappointment, to love her faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live?
I definitely do.
You, Alison, take John to be your wedded husband, to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and in weakness, in success and in disappointment, to love him faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to close this ceremony with the Navajo blessing. I invite you to join hands. Be swift like the wind in loving each other. Be brave like the sea in loving each other. Be gentle like the breeze in loving each other. Be patient like the sun who waits and watches the four changes of the earth in loving each other. Be wise like the roaring of the thunder clouds and lightning in loving each other. Be shining like the morning dawn in loving each other. Be proud like the tree who stands without bending in loving each other. Be brilliant like the rainbow colors in loving each other. Now, forever, forever, there will be no more loneliness because your words are joined together with the world forever, forever. By the power vested in me, on behalf of those present, and by the strength of your own love, I now pronounce you husband and wife. I'd like to present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Ballard.
Shit, that was the intention. I'm pretty sure. Never gonna forget. I helped him move from one place to another. Really? It's like every morning. That's my dad. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. It's all
Everybody give him a big hand. There's drinks over here. Dinner will begin shortly. Please feel free to mingle and visit with each other. Thank you very much. You can turn on your cell phones and cameras now. Or wherever. This looks like a pretty great day.
and that's the camera by the
Yeah, he had one set up.
looking all
He was
for it.
doing one up there.
Yes, reading is our show. And then,
So you had enough time?